Hello.
What are you saying? Because I just got out the shower.
For you and Tamaya to send the police to my house if I raped y'all baby. Because y'all going to jail with me.
My baby? You raped my baby? You mess with my child?
King, and you gave me King. She said that I babysitted her baby after you made up a lie and told her that I said that I wanted to kill her. Then her reaction to that was to
No.
shit, call me and mama and say that me and mama wanted to rape her baby. Please.
No, Tamaya hadn't told me. Tamaya had not. What are you talking about?
No, God is real. He says we're accounting for every word taken. I wouldn't even make no goofy shit up like
You're
that.
making shit up right now because I did not tell you, Tamaya. I didn't know why Tamaya was not talking to you because I don't be talking to y'all. I did not know why Tamaya was not talking to you, so I called you on a whim. I called you on a whim, and you said Tamaya wasn't talking to you, and I said it's probably because of the time when you said that she has a different dad and you were going to kill her. I called Tamaya after to find out, and she said that you raped King. So what are you talking about?
I've talked to
Tamaya had already talked to you before that.
baby longer than I had Tamaya's baby. So if I was raping babies, girl, I started off with yours. Please, I'm just saying, turn me in. That's all I'm asking.
If you did, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Hurry up. I would never be a good mother like you guys. Come on, because I was dirty, bro. Like, whenever you see my nails, you call me dirty. You see my kids, dirty, bro.
Oh, God.
Wait, I still called the police when I found out somebody was raping my kid. Y'all trying to tell me, you guys are great mothers. You guys are wonderful people. You guys got your babies all dressed, kept them clean. Let your sisters and their grandma rape your fucking baby and didn't call.
That's between you and Tamaya. I don't know nothing about that. That's between you and Tamaya.
Explain to me why you didn't got police. And then I want to know next. If Tasiki was nasty for touching her sister at 8 years old, because Mama told me if I was 3 and he told you to rape me, you had to.
I said I was 3, you dumb bitch.
You had to be about 6 years old.
I said I was 3, dumb bitch. I said I was 3, dumb bitch. I said I was 3, dumb bitch. It's on video.
Girl, listen, you keep on trying to tell me this. Auntie Jackie said it, you said it. I thought Auntie was being weird on Facebook.
So you're talking about when I was 6? So you're talking about when we lived with Auntie Jackie, and Auntie Jackie made all of us have sex. So you're talking about when Auntie Jackie and Uncle Donald made all of us have sex. That's what you're talking about when I'm 6.
You knew that. No, I'm saying if you were 6, you knew that. That's what I'm saying.
So you remember that time when Auntie Jackie and them when they had us all in the bathroom, when they had me, you, Dion, Malik, had all of us up in the bathroom and they had.
You're going off of stuff that Auntie is telling you.
No.
You never brought that up. You never told me anything about Daddy. There's lots of things that you told me growing up in life on your own about Mom, about Daddy.
So you remember, right? At Auntie Jackie's when I was 6. At Auntie Jackie's when I was 6. When Auntie Jackie and Uncle Donald took all of us in the room and told us we were supposed to be having sex. No, so we can get to the bottom of stuff. Because Tavia didn't do shit on her own. So when Mom had to go to work for game, Auntie Jackie and Uncle Donald took us all in the room, paired us up, and told us we were supposed to have sex, and they started having sex, and then they had all of us up in there having sex. And then they paired us up. Then they paired us up and told us to go do stuff. And then they had us all in the bathroom. So no, that Tavia, yes, Tavia was 6, and that was not Tavia's fault.
You're mad at coiling in for the same shit that you're trying to tell me not to be mad at. That's true. Because I don't remember you like that. If that's the case, then technically I can get mad at you. I can say my sister.
How the fuck you gonna get mad at me for something that we were made to do? And I never did that shit again. The adults made us do that shit, and I never did that shit again. So what the fuck are you talking about?
They're rapists today. Today, Tavia calls them rapists for what they did to her, which means you're a rapist for what you did to me. By your own logic.
No, Shaquela and them did that shit to me without didn't nobody tell them to do that to me. They did that shit to me without adults telling them to.
They were getting raped just like you were.
They were getting raped, and then they turned around at 15 fucking years old and then did that shit to me. I was fucking 6. And I never did that shit again. So what the fuck are you talking about? I was fucking 6, not 15. Tavia was not doing that shit at 15. Tavia was not doing that shit at 7.
Everybody hurt Tavia. Tavia didn't hurt nobody. I'm so sorry that's your reality. But next thing is, I really don't give a fuck. I ain't ever touched no kid. I ain't ever touched your husband. So us to even have to go.
There you go, bringing him up again.
You're not my sister.
You're not my fucking sister.
Tell your sister, call police on me. You call the police on me. Please hurry up and call the police on me. And I want you to know I've been knew that the only thing I need to do to stop you is find out who takes your text. I've been knew that, Tavia. I can send them all the text messages of you saying that you're coming out here to kill us. And I literally can tell
because y'all fucking kidnap my fucking kids, talking about you gonna hurt my children. What are you talking about? Who would not be scared if somebody stole their kids and is pretending to the world like I left my kids?
I can tell the military that you get paid and that I'm here for my life because they give you so much money that nobody knows where you're at.
Because y'all jumped me and beat me.
And all I gotta do is get them to stop giving you your checks.
You're fucking weird.
All I gotta do is get you dishonorably discharged. You won't even get a job again.
You're a weird bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? I ain't did shit to you. You already fucking stole my fucking kids. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You can try to get your kids. You can do whatever you want. I've been out your business. But if you continue to lie on my name,
ain't nobody fucking lying on you.
See whose side God is really on.
You gonna see whose side God is on. Bitch, you in my room.
I could have been called your government, baby. They pay you.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you so fucking obsessed with me? I want you out of my fucking life. I hate you. I don't like you. What the fuck is wrong with you? All I want is my children. All I want is my children. I give zero fucks what you and LaSawn are doing. Zero. I give zero fucks what you and LaSawn are doing.
I have no respect for you anymore.
You
used to have for you for raising me, for taking care of me, for everything that you did for me, for getting raped while you made sure that I was safe. I don't know you.
You don't know me because you're a sick bitch and you went up in my relationship because I didn't want to talk to you no more because you're a fucking weird hoe. And then you went and got me, then you went and kidnapped my fucking children.
Once again, all I gotta do is call you up. Hurry up and stop playing with me.
No, you don't because you're a fucking lie. Why you keep hanging up? Why you keep hanging up?
For the last 2 years, they've been taking her checks sent to your house, not your checks for the VA thing. She goes sent to your house school because the bitch ain't got no bathroom. She knew me. I could have been, had them, talk to the police. All I got, Jenny keeps saying what she was saying. All I need is a screenshot. That's why I don't get from the store. She can send a screenshot. That's how she can say I'm the vote.
No, quit lying on me. Let's talk. Quit lying on me. Let's get to the facts.
Every word of what I said, every word of what she said, and then the court of law. That's what she don't understand. And what we decided, and what we heard decided.
What the fuck are you trying to say I did to you? What did I do to you? What the fuck did I do to you? What the fuck did I do to you? What the fuck did I do to you?
I hope you win.
Why are you so evil and fucking crazy?
I hope you win. Actually, I pray for you. Hallelujah, thank you, God. Please let my sister win once.
I had my. Why y'all keep hanging up?
She won't talk to me. I'm gonna talk to her because I don't got nothing else to say to her. The only thing that I got to say to her is that I'm gonna, if she's gonna mess with me, I'm going to be sitting in to the people who pay her. Then she won't be able to mess with me no more. She won't be able to afford her phone. I can tap her, but she won't even be able to text me no more. Because how you gonna pay the phone when you have to ask?
Bitch, all I'm trying to do is get my kids, and you keep talking about weird shit. I called you saying that I was sending my LaSawn's cards, And you got on some weird shit.
Then you start randomly telling me that you tried to touch me as a baby, and when I tried to tell you that I don't remember never even seeing you like that, you got mad, started cussing me out again, and then told me that I tried to rape you. You don't see that you're a weirdo? I can't ever have a fucking normal conversation with you. Every day is some weird shit with you, bitch. I can't ever. And then this would make me want to leave you when everybody be like, why don't you just leave your sister? Your sister don't care about you. Your sister don't care about you. Look, you're the only one sitting here trying to care for your sister. I don't get why you still be here for me either, y'all. You guys are so right. When I was in jail, she was at my lowest, but I made sure all of y'all called her for her to sit here and make up lie after lie after lie after lie on me. When it's the people that you trying to be friends with who's talking behind your back. I'm the only person who's ever been there for you. And every time you try to make me feel bad for it because you're a stupid bitch. How you mad that nobody like you? Be a better fucking person. How the fuck people don't like me? I got chased by the whole school since I was a fucking kid. And I wasn't over here acting like you. I toughened the fuck up, got my shit together because I've been that bitch since I was born and I knew it. You can tell you ain't been that bitch because whatever somebody says to you, that's exactly what you believe, bro. You can't convince me I fucked your husband. Because I know I ain't dead. You can't convince me I touched the kid because I know I ain't dead. You know who's living with those weird ass memories, bro? Only you. You want me to be miserable so bad, Tavy, when the only time I've ever been miserable in my life was standing next to you. Every choice I made, I got beat if it was next to you. Okay? When I depart from you, I don't have them problems, girl. I don't know what reality you see. Okay? My burden is you. My burden is you. I've had everything in life. They gave me money, cars, clothes, everything. My burden was you.
Hi, mamas. How you doing, baby?
Good. Guess what?
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 Baby, my baby is 8 years old. Please remember that, okay? Don't talk to my baby crazy because she's still a child. Talk to her like
You're the only weird one, Dominique.
You know that my baby, in her eyes, she thinks that you're so her. Please just have that respect for her. Please, she's been through enough. Please.
You're the only weird one.
Don't conversate with my fucking baby.
Everything you just said out your mouth, you just made up. And you won't let me ask you no real questions because you know you just made all that stuff up.
Here, there's nothing to make up.
Is Leah gone so I can ask you some real questions so we can get to the bottom of some real stuff?
You know, no matter what information I give to you, you come up with your own story from there. I can tell you what your husband said. I can tell you what I said.
Okay, so that right there, first period, bam, period, first thing. I told you when me and LaShawn separated, I told you to stay out of our business. You fought me tooth and nail. You fought me tooth and nail to stay up under that man's dick. And you asked Maya and Tamaya.
You can ask all of them. They did not see their TT for years. They literally, little Hassan was crying. Thought I hated him because I would not see them for years. Out of respect for my sister.
No.
I did not start seeing my sister's kid again on my own to the day that my sister head button. Actually,
because you said I'm fucking your nigga. Let's be real. I sent LaShawn nudes for the first time that night. You woke up and got pissed off.
No, this is my side. This is what I'm going to tell you. You want to hear it? Because this is what I'm going to tell the court. my sister went to go talk to her mother-in-law at the store. That's all I know, because that's what my sister told me. My sister came home telling me that she tried to talk to her mother-in-law and things went left. I really don't understand exactly what happened. She just told me they were yelling at each other in the store. Next thing I know, I get a message in a video, still have it, from her mother-in-law telling me that my sister chased her down in the store and whatever else. I'm not exactly.
I did not even follow her. She was being weird. Regina sent me to the store. The only reason why I went to the store is because mom sent me to the store to get stuff for her. So y'all set me up. She started running around the store. In the video, I'm not following her around the store. She runs. I don't follow her. I go check out.
She has it on camera. You know who got it on camera? You. So now
because y'all set me up. Mom told me she needed stuff from the store. I went to get stuff from the store. Sherry was there.
She said that about you. Then you came. What made me go to see her kids? Actually, Your Honor, because I never seen her kids before this, unless my sister came and called me.
I never called you. There you go. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Thinks that her baby daddy only answers the phone when I'm there, because my sister, I had no idea that was it. I'm thinking my sister's coming out the blue because I don't see my sister that often, Your Honor. My sister likes to come and go.
Right, let's say we don't have no type of relationship. We don't even talk to each other. So for you to say that I'm harassing you is a lie. We don't even talk. I talk to you like 3 times a year when I'm trying to reach my children. And that's it.
To get her kids to come.
No, I don't. That's a lie. Lie number 2.
You can't call me a liar. God can attest.
Lie number 2.
The only times I've ever seen her kids before that. Then my sister went through her divorce with her husband, I guess. And then my sister told me that I can't see her kids anymore. I didn't know about that because I didn't even know they were going through a divorce. She wouldn't tell nobody about nothing. She didn't talk to nobody.
Right, I don't tell nobody nothing, but you claim you know all this shit about me, all this shit you making up out your ass. I don't tell you shit. So go ahead.
After she started talking about a divorce that nobody even fucking knew about.
Because I don't tell you shit.
Telling my mom about the divorce. Nobody knew this girl was going through a divorce, Your Honor. She didn't tell nobody nothing. She just told us to stay out her fucking business. Sorry. She just told us to stay out of her fucking business. Then her husband and their mom started talking to my mom about a year or so later, saying that they were trying to reach Tavia, and Tavia was running, and they could not find her to give her these divorce papers. And then that's when Tavia came out the blue again talking to me, and I told Tavia, if your husband's just trying to divorce
I did not come out the blue talking to you. You came to my house. I didn't want to talk to you no more because you jumped me with Josh. Mom brought you over to my house. I didn't want you there. You told me you were pregnant, so then I was like, fuck it. I'm going to take care of my nephew. And so that's how you came back into my life. I did not come to you. You were pregnant, so then I was like, fuck. I'm not just going to be shitty to her even though she jumped me. I'm going to take care of my unborn nephew.
She started attacking us, Your Honor. She started accusing us. Sorry, Mom, I'm trying to stop yelling. She started attacking us. She started accusing us of trying to be with her husband because I told her that if she wanted to.
Don't worry, we will go to court and we'll talk about all of this. And I am pressing charges on you, Regina, and Lisan. Y'all lying ass bitches. You better be good to my niece and don't beat her in her fucking head no more. So I didn't know anything. When I went to the military, my sister and my husband started fucking around, and I did not know that. My sister wrote me a weird letter saying that me and your husband, me and Lasan had to come together because you left us. I didn't think nothing of it. Later, me and my ex-husband got married. My sister was in foster care. I took her out of foster care to come live with us. She kept walking around butt ass naked, and I did not think that she was trying to do nothing because from a baby she always walked around butt naked. I just found it very disrespectful, and so I would tell her put some clothes on. She would try to fight me over it and claim that I was insecure and it was something wrong with me. No, we're grown women. We're not kids anymore. I understand that you've been like this your whole life, but now I'm married. You need to put some clothes on. She never did. She fought me over it. I would be gone in the military, in the field. I come back to find out that my sister and my husband is having secret meetings without me because they would both come and tell me. My sister would tell me that my husband, I got to stop calling him that because I have no feelings for him anymore. He ain't did nothing but did me dirty. She would tell me that he would keep walking in on her while she's having sex with her boyfriend. 1 second, because I did just get out of the shower. She would tell me that he keep walking in while she's having sex with her boyfriend and just standing at the door staring at him. And so then he would tell me that Dominique keeps coming in the room butt naked to talk to him. So I'm going to correct both of them, and then they both turn on me and cuss me out. And then I tell our parents, and then our parents turn on me and cuss me out. So then I'm in this confusion because I'm also going through stuff at work. And our parents is playing it off like Lasan and Dominique ain't doing weird shit. And so Josh, my sister's boyfriend, is getting weird, telling me we're supposed to die together and shit. And then, so, because I'm trying to make sense of all this shit. They said they hate me so bad. So my husband beat the fuck out of me, beat me to a fucking pulp. All he wanted to do was have sex and beat the fuck out of me. So he convinced me that I needed a vacation because he was trying to change and he knew that I was stressed out, whatever. So I left for a month during my birthday, which is also during my son's birthday. So I planned everything. I had everything planned for his birthday. I bought everything. I bought the cake. I bought everything so that even though I was not going to be there, he still was going to have a party and stuff. My husband, I did not know, got rid of all that stuff. And then my sister threw my son a birthday party, which I never knew about. But she showed me last year pictures of this random stuff that I didn't buy. It is different location. So he got me out of the house so that he could go fuck with her. And behind my back, while he's telling me, oh, you need to go heal because he's beating the fuck out of me, he's telling everybody else, oh, Tavia's crazy, this and that, and she's controlling this and that, and he's simping up to my girlfriend trying to fuck with her. I mean, my sister trying to get with her, whatever. I did not know all of this back then. So Josh is being real weird because again, Dominique and Lasan are being weird because they keep telling Dominique keep telling me Lasan keep walking in on them having sex. Lasan keep telling me Dominique keep walking in on him butt naked while I'm in the field, while I'm gone. When I get back from the field, I find out all of this. So every time I try to correct them, I get cussed out by them. They say I'm jealous and I'm tripping. And then I get cussed out by our parents. So then I'm just like, everybody like, oh, you're just insecure, you're this, you're that, whatever. So then I see that they're trying to play me and Josh to make us sound crazy so that they can fuck with each other behind their back. Josh then goes and gets sick because my sister is beating the fuck out of Josh, kicking him in his stomach, bitch, give me my money. And I'm sitting up here watching my sister beat this man fucking ass. But she says that Josh was beating her ass. I never seen that. With my eyes, I seen my sister beat this man fucking ass, kick him in his stomach, tell him, bitch, run me my money. And I'm just sitting there like, I told the boy to go with his sister. And then she would take that and be like, oh, my sister doesn't like you, this and that. And I'm telling him to go with his sister because he need to get safe. And so they would just use every time I would try to intervene to like, so that's why I don't intervene with people's relationships. Because no matter how toxic it is, they're going to stay if they want to stay, whatever. Fuck, my fucking side hurts. So they end up moving for some time and get in their own place. But then it's getting time for me to get out of the military. My ex-husband is trying to convince me to move in with Dominique and Josh so that we could all save money and then get another. I shouldn't have moved. I had a 5-bedroom house for $925. That was good. That was good. I had a big backyard. I didn't know everybody was jealous of me and wanted me to lose my stuff. My husband kept beating holes in the wall and stuff for no reason. So I really didn't want to mess up them people's stuff. I don't remember why I ended up agreeing to move. He kept hounding me on it. I did not want to. I don't know why, but we ended up moving in with my sister. And then Josh, it was getting weird. It started getting weird. Dominique told me that Lasan was cheated on me, but not to tell him until she had her baby or whatever. I went to my storage and I just told him like that I read his phone. I seen he was cheating and I didn't want to be with him no more. He started acting real suicidal. And so I'm trying to make sure he don't kill himself. So then he snatches my keys out the car. So now I'm trying to get my keys back. He punches me in my face. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say what happened next. So I'm like, yeah, I got to get this nigga back. He punched me in my fucking face and made me hit my head against a brick wall because he was cheating on me. And I said that I don't want to be with him no more. And so he tells Dominique, then Dominique gets mad at me. And then, I don't know. I didn't used to be able to stay angry. So we smoked a blunt, ended up forgiving. I was not able to stay angry all of my life because nobody had a relationship with me. I was born physically and sexually abused on repeat. And if I did not come back smiling, I just got beat again. So I did not understand how relationships goes. I'm staying away from people and interacting on small intervals so I understand relationship exchange. So I would just be real happy and I had short-term memory loss. So I would forget all the traumatic stuff because my life was very traumatic. So Dominique was braiding my hair. And then Josh was like, we should have family sex. And I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga keeps saying family sex. And I'm blocking stuff out because I'm forgetting as a child, we were made to have family sex. And so he stands up over my head and pulls his penis out. And that's the only time my ex-husband does something. He stands up and he checks Josh. Dominique pretends like she doesn't see her man's penis on my fucking head. And she just keeps braiding my hair. So I'm getting out of the military and she's like, can you watch my my baby while I go to work? No, she didn't even have a job yet. She's like, while I have this job interview. So I watched my niece while she had the interview. She got the job. And then she was like, she just decided that I had to watch her now every day. And I said that I could watch her on the days where I don't have appointments, because I still had a lot of appointments. When you're getting out of the military, you have a lot of appointments that you have to do. So I was like, on these days I can't. And I also had put in leave. I was going to California. I said, I'm not taking a newborn baby with me all the way to California. So she got mad at that. And she got mad at that and wanted to fight me. So I'm asleep. I'm in the bed asleep, butt naked. Me and my husband are separated already. I'm sleeping in this room. He's sleeping in that room. I have short-term memory loss, so I forget that we're separated. I was wondering why he was sleeping in a different room because I really suffer from short-term memory loss. And so Josh comes in the room and he starts threatening me. And I really don't know what's going on because everything is weird. Everything is weird. And I was like, get out of my room if I punch you in your knee. And then I was just like, for real, punch somebody in their knee. I was just playing. So he grabs my hair and started ripping my hair out, digging in my eyes. And then my ex-husband does come and help me. And that's when, after that, I cut my sister off because she fought me over her boyfriend. And there's so much more that goes into that. But then Dominique and Josh situation, get me and Lasan, we leave. I don't know where we went. We were going to California. Yeah, we were going to California. We were going to California. We took our kids to California because we were letting them stay with our mom. We were going to let him stay with his grandma, but his grandma got hella roaches. And then she'd be spraying the Raid all over the food, and then she still feed it to you after. My mom used to be very, very, very clean. And so I was like, no, my kids are going to my mom's house because it's nasty as fuck. And then his people got offended because my mom used to be on drugs. And they're like, you going to give her to a whatever. My mom was drugged and put on drugs. My mom didn't start doing drugs on her own. So, and she was not doing drugs anymore for at least 15 years plus by that time. So we took the kids to my mom's, my son and my daughter, because how did that happen? We had leave. I don't think we intended to leave our kids at first, but because of my sister and her boyfriend jumped me, CPS got on us. So then we made the decision to let the kids stay with my mom. So then we came back because I had to get out of the military. We were supposed to be taking the kids to meet them. We were supposed to be taking for my daughter to meet the family and stuff, but ended up letting them stay because CPS ended up getting involved. I still had a month to get out of the military. My sister moved to Ohio. I cut her off. I stopped talking to her after that. So after that, she was completely cut off out of my life. When I got out of the military and went to California, I became homeless. Didn't have no help from nobody. Was sleeping in my car. Well, I can't say nobody. I did from my two best friends. Nobody in the family I didn't have help from. So homeless, sleeping in the car at the park. My ex-husband claimed he was scared. Well, his stepdad used to rape him or whatever, but he was scared, and he was scared to ask his stepdad anything. So he left me sleeping in the car while he went to go sleep at his stepdad's house because he was scared to ask if I could come. My best friend's grandma said that we could stay at her house. And I was so ashamed of the way that we left that place because we were separated, and I forgot we were separated because I got short-term memory loss. Fuck, my side hurts. So we were staying at my best friend's grandma's house. We went to go take my dad some cigarettes. I didn't want to take my dad the cigarettes. My ex-husband was cussing me out, talking about I can't dictate people or whatever. So I wanted to take my dad the cigarettes. He drove me there. He just started cussing me out about the cigarettes. And so I told him to get out the car. He wouldn't because he was driving. And so we get back, and I try to get out the car when he stopped, and then he takes off, and then I spinned out the car, and that's how I rolled my ankle. And then I had to walk back, limp back up the hill and go get my car. And then I tried to leave before he could finish getting his stuff out of my car because he pissed me off. And he chased me down and tried to drive into me, and I spent out. My kids were still with my mom at that time. I didn't tell nobody what happened because I was always told not to talk about my relationship because that means that you're talking about yourself. So I played it off and I act like I pretend like I didn't know why I was limping all year. Fuck, I can't breathe. So after that, I don't know. I was sitting in the car and I was praying. And I was like, Most High, if you don't have for me to be in this relationship, please show me now. Let me not go. Soon as I got out the car and went upstairs, this man looked at me and told me, I don't love you. I was using you. And I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I was in disbelief. And then so I was like, okay, we could break up. And then he's sitting over me. He's like, no, I'm just playing. Because I was always taught that I was wrong. So if somebody did something, I always apologize because I was taught on that dumb shit. So every time he would cheat, my dumb ass would apologize because that's the way I was beat and groomed. But in my brain, I was like, no, he's wrong. I don't got shit to apologize. And he's like, you're not going to apologize like you do before? And I was like, no, you can leave. And then so that's when we had to end up having the conversation with my mom and his mom. Because he was telling me he was beating me, telling me I need to accept his side chick or whatever. We broke up like 2-3 times in this process. And my mom and his mom came and told him and gave them his approval to beat me and did not know they were our whole relationship telling him to beat me and to cheat. It was my mom and his mom telling him to beat me and cheat with my sister and other people. And I did not know it. I found out at that meeting. And they said that a man can cheat and beat his wife as long as he has a job and provides, and looked at me in my face and told me that my life is over and I need to slave for my family and keep the family together for my children. And my stupid ass would have did it if I only had a son. But I looked at my daughter whose arm was broken because her dad broke her arm. And I was like, I cannot allow this cycle to continue with my child. So I left. No, I didn't even leave. I left to go get some air. He took both my children and left. I got my son back because he had to take my daughter to get the cast off her arm. And then so for the next 6 months, it was only me and my son. And I still did not know what was going on. He didn't tell me nothing. He called me one time and told me that he was going to make me suffer. They did know about the divorce because at that meeting, he said he was divorcing me. And he asked my mom, are y'all going to be at court for her? And he said, are you guys going to be at, because they was plotting to make up this shit about me. Before he left, before that meeting, I had a military R&R. And I was trying to go to the Bahamas and take my kids and just leave. I told my mom I needed I was $50 short for for the plane flights and all of that stuff. So I was $50 short, and I asked my mom. She told my husband, and he took my children and left. They set me up from the beginning. I tried to take my children and leave. I wasn't trying to be around for none of the shits. I tried to take my children in the very beginning and leave. But I told my mom, I reached out and told my mom that I was being beaten and abused. Didn't know that she was telling him to beat and abuse me. And I needed $50 so that I could leave. I told her where I was going because at that time I still thought I could trust my mom. They had the meeting. They told him he could beat and abuse me and my life was over. My sister ended up keep coming back into my life because she kept getting pregnant. And because everybody, oh, you're not going to help your sister, this and that. So then I would help her and she would come and stab me in my back over and over again, messing my relationships over and over again. She's saying that she didn't know where I live. She did know where I live because I ended up forgiving my mom again. Let my mom come over, and my mom brought my sister with her, and my sister was pregnant with my nephew Aiden, and so my mom was telling her to get an abortion, and I was like, no, you're not aborting the child, I'll take care of him, whatever. So I let her stay with me. She tried to set me up to be raped. She ended up bringing the guy she said she was being a hoe for, thinking she was in a gang, Deshaun. I let her stay. I come back home. She got this nigga up in the house. And then she tried to set me. She's talking about, oh, you don't have sex. I bet you don't have sex. You've been separated for. I bet your coochie real tight. Like, why are you saying that in front of this nigga? Get him the fuck out of my house. I had to check her. That's why I had to check her. She was being real weird as fuck. And then my mom and my sister, they kept telling me, oh, you're a bad mom because you don't let LaSawn visit his children. You don't let LaSawn visit his child. And I told them the reason why I don't, because he broke her arm. And they was like, no, I'm pretty sure you broke her arm, whatever. They kept going back and forth with me. They kept talking about they don't believe me. Always sided with LaSawn. And talking about if I don't let him visit, I got my son and my daughter back. I got my daughter back because we were co-parenting at my mom's house. I would take my son to my mom's on the weekend, and he would take my daughter to my mom's on the weekend. So that my son and my daughter every weekend, even though we were separated, still spent time with each other on the weekend. And then he would pick up my daughter and I would pick up my son. But then my mom was like, let them spend the weekend at my house, because my mom wouldn't let me take my daughter. But then the second time, I cut everybody off and I stopped talking to everybody and I moved. And so I had my son and my daughter. But then now where I moved, and then I let my sister come, I let my mom, I ended up because that's my mom. Of course, I'm going to want a relationship with my mom. Didn't know how fake they were. So then they're saying if I don't let my children see their dad, that they're going to tell him where I live. So I did let him go live with his dad. He told me that he had his own house and that my son would be living with him. I assumed we were going to co-parent. I didn't let him go visit. I did say that he could live with him. I only said live because I was scared that he wasn't going to let him come back with me. So I did say that he could live with him. I did not think that we agreed to co-parent. He did not have his own house. Or I don't know, because I never seen the man but twice after that at my sister's son's birthdays, which she tried to say that I said no, that was them already linking up doing whatever the fuck they was doing, because she trying to say, oh, I didn't know anything until no, because she while she was at my house, she was like, oh, LaSawn called me talking about it was an accident and whatever. Like, she always keep letting on to like they're talking, and every time I call him, he calls me. I mean, she calls me, and I would see why she was staying. He didn't know that she was staying with me. When I would call him, he immediately calls her as soon as I call him and tells my sister everything I'm saying. So I already knew that. I already knew he was the one calling my sister, and it was far before I still wasn't telling my sister all my business. He was telling all our business, and I knew that. But I told her, stop taking his calls. As a sister, you should respect and I'm not blaming her for anything. And all I'm trying to do is see my kids. I broke up with him. I'm trying to see my kids, but she won't take her foot out of it. Every time I call him and try to co-parent, he immediately calls her, doing it while she's in my house, not even knowing that she's at my house. So I know he's the problem. I'm telling her, stop entertaining his shit. She never does. She argues with me. She goes and tell my sister, oh, this is my sister. This is my brother-in-law. How she gonna tell me to stay out his I'll not to have a relationship with my brother-in-law? It's not my fault that she brought him in the family. She never respected my boundaries. Not when she was living with me, when I was in the military, not then when I'm sitting up here not understanding why my husband just abandoned me and took my kids. But then now, as I'm trying to co-parent, I see what he's doing. I see that he's trying to triangulate. I'm trying to get her out of the triangulation. If she was a respectful sister, she would have did that. She never did that. She worked with my husband and my mother-in-law and my mother to push me out of my children's life. It has nothing to do with LaSawn. I give zero fucks what he's doing. Won't ever be with him another day. I want my children. But she's also mad because I won't hang out with her. But she's fake as fuck. Whenever I'm around her, she just gets off on degrading me. And it's the way that we were brought up. We were made to have family sex. And I was always beat and degraded, and they allowed her to have, like, they basically made me like her toy. I was not allowed, Dominique was allowed to do whatever she wanted to me. And if I did anything, I got beat the fuck out of. And we're adults. And I like, that's weird as fuck. So I'm like, and she doesn't know how else to be. So then she came and separated me from my children because I cut her off. I don't want nothing to do with her because of the sick way that we were brought up. And she just, and it's what she's doing now. She's playing with me, but I don't even talk to her. And I will never have a relationship with her. I'm just trying to get my children. They're using my children as a pawn to keep me connected. They're using my children as a pawn to keep fucking with me. I don't want nothing to do with her. I don't want nothing to do with my mother. Fuck, my side hurts. I don't know what's all going on because I find out bits and pieces at a time. Yes, I'm going to be pissed off if I find out the reason why I can't see my kids is because my sister said that she's fucking my husband. Just like, so that night, so my mom sent me to the store to go get some stuff. My mother-in-law was there. I don't know. I did not follow her nowhere because I have zero interest in talking to her. I went to go get the stuff in the store, like my mom said, went to go to the checkout. She was blocking me. I asked if I could get by. She was like, hi, or whatever. I called her a rapist because she raped her son. Our whole relationship, I didn't even, she was so controlling. If I went to the grocery store and I didn't call her, she would call me cussing her out. She asked me, how's your sex life? Are you pleasing my son? How big is your partner's penis? Asked me all these really weird questions because she's a sick bitch that was raping her son. So I called her a rapist, and I walked by and I went to go pay for my stuff at the line. She starts recording, running around the store. And I guess sends a video to my sister. I don't know what she does because I go pay for my shit and I go leave. It was a setup because my mom sent me to the store. I knew nothing about it. They keep trying to set me up and doing all of this stuff to me. So then to record. So then when I go off, it makes it look like I'm doing something because then again, they wanted me to put my pay. My mom wanted me to buy her a house and I wouldn't. So then they wanted to put my pay in my husband's name and put me in a mental ward because I wouldn't do it. I'm not allowed to have boundaries. They brutally walk over me. I'm not allowed to say no. I get beat for saying no. Literally, not allowed to say no. So none of my boundaries are ever respected. They brutally tear down and walk over all of my boundaries. And so now they've kidnapped my children to try to keep me as a pawn to try to get money out of me. And now they feel like they're not getting it. And now I said that I'm sending it to my kids. You can see in the last video, I haven't talked to her. This is the second and last time that I'm talking to her since then and haven't talked to her in months. Only time I reach out to them is to talk to my children. But my sister came up to me and said, I'm fucking your nigga. And yes, I lost my shit and headbutted her. And they keep trying to provoke me to go off to make it look like I'm attacking them because they know I'm quiet. But if you try me, I'm going to go the fuck off. And so they're trying to do that so that they could get it on footage so that they can make it look away so that then they could take me to court. Because then again, it's all about money. They give zero fucks about my children. They're just using my children as a pawn because they know that I won't fuck with them and I will not talk with them when I get my children. And they're doing all this stuff to smear my name. But it's really them. I don't know what else is going on because I've been isolated out of my husband. Never talked to me, told me nothing. When he used to call me, he used to pretend like he didn't know it was me. I would tell our parents, and they would always side with him. I'm your wife. When I call you, you ask, who is this? That's weird as fuck. I don't want to be with him. They're antagonizing me and keeping me from my children. And so that when I call, I'm already pissed off and they can try to make it look a certain way. I'm not doing shit to them. Only time I call is for my children, which they very rarely let me talk to. I said that I'm sending money for my children. Now that they're old enough to have it on their person, and now they want to try to get my money canceled because I'm not doing what, and that's how it was my whole life. If I don't say yes, they brutally beat the fuck out of me. And that's just how it always been.